Hey everybody, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at adding octave harmonics done with your index finger and your pick at the same time, along with just basic notes that you would be doing in a solo or an improvisation. Now this allows you to really extend the range of the guitar. As you can hear, some of those notes are well past what you would get if you were just fretting all the notes. And it's a really good thing to keep a solo interesting, or just to add a little part of it. It really kind of pops out and gets people's attention pretty quickly. So I'm just going to kind of describe what I'm doing here in the right hand first. Now I want to call it an octave harmonic. If you know what an octave is, which I hope you do, up on one string, it's just 12 frets higher than the note that you're playing. So what I'm going to be doing here is, if I'm playing, say, the 7th fret here on the G string. Let me take some of this delay off real quick. So if I have the 7th fret here on the G string, the octave up from that on the same string is the 19th fret. So that means we're going to be playing here at the 19th fret with my index finger. Now in order to play that, since we usually hold our pick between the thumb and the index finger, what I do is I move the pick between the middle finger and the thumb. So now that those two fingers are holding the pick, and that allows me to extend my index finger out to place right over the fret of the harmonic note. So if I'm holding the 7th fret here, I'm going to place my index finger directly over the 19th fret of the same string, and then behind those notes I'm going to pick them with the pick is going to pick the notes while you keep your index finger on that harmonic point. So we have, and as you move around, you can kind of just match it. So if someone's at the 5th fret to the 7th fret, we can just go. It's really easy to just eyeball the fret markers because they usually stay the same on most guitars. So 5th fret is the 2nd fret marker after the open strings, and the octave of that would be the 2nd fret marker after the double dots. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated when you have to go off the fretboard. Say if you wanted to do a note that's at the 10th fret. Well, I only have 21 frets on my guitar. So in order to do this, you can see right here, the 21st fret on my guitar here, you can see in my right hand, I need to have 22, so I need to go beyond that fret and just kind of imagine where that fret's going to be to find that note. And then you can keep going up. That's the 10th fret, then the 11th fret, and then the 12th. You see, I'm getting further and further away. Now, keep in mind, as the frets get smaller as you go up the neck, they continue to do that as they get off the fretboard. So, for instance, if I was going to play just these 17 distant chromatic line here, I'm on the B string here, and I'm just playing the 17th fret all the way down to the 12th fret. Well, that harmonic note point on my guitar is basically right in between the neck pickup and the middle pickup. So I have that, then that's 14th fret down. I barely moved. Those harmonic points were so close here because that's how close the frets would be if we actually had frets still there. So you can see the amount of movement that I'll have to do to play those frets in the left hand. And here I'll barely have to move at all. Okay, so it's going to be, you really got to get used to the smaller distances that you play. It's not going to match the exact distance that you would play the same notes down here. Every guitar is a little bit different, so you really got to get used to the visualization of your particular guitar and where those harmonic node points would be. They're really easy to find by ear. You can hear if you've hit them or not. If they don't, you'll hear the regular note. So you got to get good at just shifting see, if you can look at my right hand here, I'm just moving the pick from the index finger to the middle finger. And just get used to that movement. It becomes just second nature. You don't even think about doing it eventually. And that frees your first finger up to do all the harmonics. Now obviously we do more than octave harmonics. We can also play just all the natural harmonics that happen in music That's 12th, 7th, 5th, 4th frets there. Well, we can do the same thing. Say if we're doing the 7th fret here, we can do the octave of it. And we can do the 7th frets up from the 7th fret, which is 14. 5 frets up, and 4. So these harmonics with the pick up here can work just like natural harmonics. It just allows you to play any notes you want, any melody notes in harmonics. And they're really great to throw inside solos and stuff. So I hope this is pretty easy to understand. It's really not that hard to develop. I would practice just it by itself, just on a couple of your scale shapes, just mirror your scale shapes or whatever. Just kind of like that kind of thing. And then try to do what I started the video was you play the solo, and then you go in and out of playing some harmonic notes, just wherever your ear wants to hear them, and then go back to playing standard fretted notes. And it really kind of mixes up the sound and makes it sound pretty interesting, okay? So I hope you guys have fun with this lesson. Please go to GuitarLessons365.com. Send me a request. Let me know what you would like to see, and I'll get it up as soon as possible. All right, thanks a bunch. Bye.